Yeah, so we have this IFS 150 Hertz system which we use for LASIK. So same has a technology to software for doing PK as well as lamellar keratoplasties, and the software can cut. These are different types of cut which we can get. The two videos which I am going to show is one is top hat and mushroom shaped graft. So if you want a lesser endothelium, like in a case of keratoconus where recipient endothelium is healthy, you like to have a mushroom shaped graft, and in cases like bullous keratopathy where you need a large amount of endothelial cell, you like to have a top head configuration of the graft. These are the patient interface used during surgery, as you all know, used during LASIK surgery also. And this is a case of keratoconus with, as you can see, ruptured descemetes. Coming to the video itself, in this we did first cutting the button on the donor button. Here all the parameters are fed into the machine. Here we did a mushroom graft. The cut starts from the deeper end, and first it cuts the deeper part as it comes superficially. So all the parameters are then parameters fed for the donor, for the recipients. Centration is very important in these cases. Cutting of the deeper part, as the cut progresses superiorly into the superficial part, you get a cut, and it is quite easy to, you get a very clean, precise cut. Then you transfer the patient to the theater. As you can see, it easily comes off without any assistance of any scissors or any knife. You can just rip it off, then transfer the button. You can see the ledge, and rest of the surgery is same as you will pass sutures. Like I told you, I pass first 6 o'clock suture, then 12 o'clock. That makes division into the two semicircles much easier. And then the continuous suture, and at the end of the surgery you can use the keratometer. Again, use of keratometer for adjusting the sutures so that astigmatism is less. So this is how the post-op looks like. Then coming to top hat. In this, I'll just show you the cutting of the button, how it goes. This is a case of bullous keratopathy in a 72 years old person. You fix the graft. I'll just fast forward it a little bit. So here again, so what this femtosecond laser helps us is to get a precise, very apposition is very good, and in a top hat configuration, even if you apply lesser sutures, because the ledge is posteriorly, the intraocular pressure itself leads to apposition of the graft, and much less chances of leakage of the graft. So this is the top hat configuration we are getting. You get a large number of endothelial cells. That's what we want in a pseudophakic bullous keratopathy. On the left side, it's just showing the separation of the graft, which is again very easy. You separate the graft, put it in an MK medium or a other medium, and then transport it to a operation theater. And patient is also shifted to the main OR, and the suturing part is as usual. In these cases, suturing should be passing through the posterior flange, otherwise you can get a leakage like this. So this is how it looks like post-operatively. You can see even on a OCT there is a very well opposing tissue. That's how, and a very minimal astigmatism. With that, I think we come to the end of the presentation. If there are any questions? So same way you can do a lamellar grafts as well as penetrating grafts, because you get a very precise cutting of the tissue.